Welcome back to CAD with Mr. Hugh. In today's video, we'll be looking at the first part of a two-part series of videos that covers the drawing of the cone and prism intersection. So there are two videos, and we hope that you will join us in the second video after you've completed watching this video. At CAD with You, we aim to become your favorite AutoCAD resource online. And we thank you for joining us in today's video. And in the previous video, we looked at the intersection of the cylinder and the cone. So perhaps you could visit that video after you have completed watching the two videos for the cone and prism intersection drawing. So we'll be starting the lecture now. As mentioned in the introduction, in today's video, we'll be looking at the intersection of a cone, a right cone, and a prism. All right, so the first thing we're going to draw is the cone, and then we're going to draw the prism in the front elevation, okay? So here is our cone. Here's our cone, and it's a right cone, okay? The next thing we're going to draw is the prism as it is represented in the front elevation, all right? So we're going to draw our prism now, okay? So there, there, enter. Hold on. Delete. So we're going to go again. Line. Enter. We're going to draw the next line. Enter. All right, so this is our prism. All right. All right, let us draw the top of it. All right, that's the top of our prism. All right. Now we need to trim out this little part here. All right. So, all right. So here we have our, this is a prism. Here, this is a prism. Yes. And below the triangle represent the right cone. All right. So the next thing we need to draw is a plan view representing the prism and the cone. Can you guess what shape would I see in the plan? Or what shapes would I see in the plan? I'm gonna give you 33 seconds and then you come back. All right? Make sure you come back because I'll be waiting on you. All right, so we're gonna see a circle in the plan, okay? So we're gonna see a circle. And what else are we gonna see? We're gonna see a square. All right. All right, so I'm gonna draw a square in the plan view to represent the prism. All right. So this is the center. All right, so there, 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 there. Enter. All right, let us check if it is a square, okay? So we're gonna measure this as 120. I'm gonna measure this. That's 110, 20. So it's a square. All right, good. Now, what we're gonna do, we're going to align the prism in the front elevation with the plan, okay? All right, so I'm gonna delete these two lines. All right, it's a little bit too wide. The prism will be too large for the cone, okay? So I'm going to draw a line going up, a line coming down, okay? All right. So here, coming down to there, enter. There, coming down to there, enter. All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna trim off the excess, all right, which is here. So trim that, trim that. So the prism I drew before, it was too big for the cone that we had. Okay, it wouldn't work. All right. All right. So here we have our front elevation and plan for the prism and the right cone. All right. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna draw. We're gonna determine what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut up from the lowest point to the highest point at the intersection. We're gonna cut cuts along the cone, horizontal cuts along the cone. Now, can you guess where you're gonna get the smallest diameter that this cut would be? Can you guess where you get the largest diameter for the cut? All right, let me show you. What you're gonna do in the plan, the first step is to draw a construction circle. Construction circle. This will be the smallest disk. All right, and the largest disk will be this one. All right, so I need to turn off this and maybe this. Right? Okay. So this is the smallest disk and the largest disk. What you're going to do is project these lines up, right? To touch the side. All right, so we're going to draw a line there. Enter. Can do the same thing on the other side. Enter. All right. So what we're going to do now, we're going to draw a line from this intersection of this line, which would represent the center line when we're finished. Yes, we're in this circle. Intersect this horizontal. We're going to project a line up to the side of the cone and draw it across, and that will be the largest disk. All right, so let me show you. So we're going to go from here, going up. Let's turn on this. Enter. And can do the same thing on the same time side if you want, but it is symmetrical. The next thing you're going to do is draw a horizontal line from this intersection going across. All right, let me trim off the excess lines. These are construction lines. If you was using the traditional instruments such as a T-square, set-square, you would let them stay because those will be drawn with those lines would be drawn to a 4H pencil and they would represent construction lines. All right. So this disc will be the lowest point that the prism, the lowest point on the prism, right? So what we can do, we can draw this line down, okay? Yes, enter. The same thing again. Good. So that's the lowest point on the prism, right? To get the highest point on the prism now, can you guess what you think we're gonna do? Right, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna draw this line up to intersect the side of the cone, which is represented by a triangle, okay? So we're gonna go up, which should be the same point there. Enter. I'm just showing you with the same point. Then you're gonna go line at the intersection, go across. It should be a horizontal line, okay? Enter. All right. Now, what this is the highest point. This is the lowest point. So let me mark them for you. All right, what we're gonna do, this right here will be the lowest point. Right here will be the lowest point, and this will be the highest point. Right here in this middle line. Right here in the middle point right here. So what having drawn the highest point and the lowest point, what you're gonna do is take a series of cuts between there, right? So we're going to divide this little space into what, about three? So we can take two more cuts. All right, so let us divide it into three. So I'm gonna zoom it up. Where are we? Yeah, we're dividing this. So let us label it. We're gonna label it just so you're understanding. So we're gonna label right here. All right, gonna work with it. So we're gonna label this A and label this B, okay? So we're gonna divide between A and B into three equal parts, all right? A and B. So A is at the intersection here. I mean, B is at the intersection here, A is at the intersection here. So to divide it, what we'll do, we're gonna draw a line, any angle, any length here. Yes. Then we're gonna mark three arcs, all right? So center start in. All right, so come on. There. I'll put this at about 8. And here it is. That's 1. Yes, I'm gonna go again. Come. Yes, that is on. I'm gonna come here. What did I use? 8. Right, that's the second one. Right, I'm gonna do the same thing again. I'm gonna mark 3 arcs, center, and 8. Right, so there it is. Good. All right. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna join the last division to B. Is there, enter, right? And what we're gonna do now, we're gonna slide this line parallel from, if it was to number this 1, 2, 3, we're gonna slide this line parallel from, let me label it for you. So, all right, so 4. No. Right, the starting point is here. Gonna make it 4. Right, so this would be 3. This would be 2. And this would be 1. right? What we're gonna do is slide this line parallel with two set squares from two, two, and one. Okay? We have come to the end of part one of two videos on the intersection of the prism and cone drawing. We thank you for joining us today. We hope that you will also join us in the second video, which will be completing the intersection for the cone and prism. Good job if you are following so far, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye. Thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, comment, and share.